Hello and welcome to somebody else's kitchen. It's not my kitchen. I also am using yet another little recording device. I tested it beforehand this time. It should work. Hope so. Okay. So today I am making tooth powder. It's like toothpaste. It could be toothpaste if you add water, but tooth powder. So I've tried pre-made tooth powders before in the past, but they ended up just being too expensive and not lasting very long. And you're always buying new little jars, and that's kind of wasteful because then you have all these little jars for plastic things. So I decided at some point I would make my own. And that some point is today. Not only will I now reduce my tube trash, but it'll also be slightly easier to just pack a carry-on suitcase when flying because apparently toothpaste is like a deadly weapon that can take down airplanes. So this is my first time ever making my own tooth powder. So I am not, an expert. I have not been doing this all my life. Here are my ingredients. I have a confession to make. I did order these online rather than find them in stores because living in France and in a new city, I took the easy way out. And yeah, I apologize to the planet for any damage I did shipping things to myself. I did try to look for the best packaging, like paper rather than, plastic. Whatever. I'm hoping that by doing it this way and making it in bulk and using, more eco-friendly containers that, I will be making a better choice than by constantly buying these. Did you know that about 1 billion toothpaste tubes end up in landfills each year? I am also trying to make conscious decisions when it comes to my toothbrushes as well, because on average we use about 3.6 billion toothbrushes a year, most of which end up in landfills and our oceans. The average person uses about 300 toothbrushes over the course of their lifetime. One plastic toothbrush takes about 1,000 years to decompose, and it's estimated that by the year 2050 there will be a larger volume of plastics in our ocean than fish. So, how far back in history am I going to go with my dental care? Well, the first toothbrushing tools date back to about 3000 BC in Babylonia and Egypt when they used the fraying end of a twig, which I've tried. The Chinese are believed to have made the first bristle toothbrush in the 15th century out of pig bristles and bone or bamboo handles like this. William Addis of England invented one in 1780 that used a handle made of cattle bone and those same pig bristles. In the 1930s, the first nylon bristles were invented by DuPont, and the first electric toothbrush came out in 1939. As for toothpaste, the Egyptians were thought to be using some kind of paste around 5000 BC before they even had toothbrushes. People in China and India were using some kind of paste around 500 BC. Ancient toothpaste included a powder of ox hoof ashes and burnt eggshells combined with pumice. The Greeks and Romans favored crushed bones and oyster shells. More modern developments began in the 1800s and included soap and chalk. Some recipes for homemade toothpaste at the time included ground charcoal. They were usually powders, but Colgate introduced the toothpaste in a tube around 1890, and fluoride was introduced in 1914. So considering that, I guess I'm going back to the 1800s, although I am not going to be historically accurate. That is the awesome thing about living today. We can use modern knowledge and technology and ancient knowledge and ideas and combine them and just come up with the perfect eco-friendly make-it-at-home toothpaste or anything. So let's begin. So the main and maybe only ingredients for your toothpaste are going to be bentonite clay, baking soda, and either xylitol, and either xylitol or erythritol. The recipes I found online were calling for xylitol, but I ran across some studies online that said actually erythritol might be better for your teeth than xylitol, at least slightly. It will also not raise your blood sugar, while xylitol will have a slight effect, so this might be better if you've got diabetes or something. Both of them are natural sweeteners, and both of them prevent bacteria from sticking to the teeth and neutralize pH to help avoid tooth decay. I guess erythritol might just be slightly better, but use whatever one you want. Baking soda is a mild abrasive that dislodges plaque and breaks down stain-producing molecules and also neutralizes pH, which apparently is important in toothpaste. The bentonite clay draws out toxins, contains calcium, and is often used to help remineralize teeth. Also, apparently you can mix it with water or apple cider vinegar to create a natural clarifying mask, which reveals a pure and fresh complexion completely free of excess oils. So, multi-use. But before we begin, a very important note: for your bentonite clay, do not use a metal spoon. Apparently that deactivates it. So use a wooden spoon or a, what's it called, spoon? A porcelain spoon for your bentonite clay. Now, the recipes I've seen have basically just said to use equal parts of these 3 ingredients. I'm guessing that over time, as you do this more often, you'll kind of discover what works best for you. But I'm gonna try to do a rough equal measure sort of thing with mine, with a dash of peppermint, because I like that fresh, clean feeling after I brush my teeth. And now we just shake it up. I have tooth powder. That was so easy. Now we have to try it. But before we do, I want to show you a couple of these awesome, more eco-friendly toothbrushes that hopefully you can find in your store or on Amazon, because we need to cut back on the plastic. This one is called the Humble Brush, also vegan. It is made of bamboo. Let's see what it says. It's unlike regular plastic toothbrushes. The handle, I'll actually show you the toothbrush. It's 100% biodegradable, sustainably grown bamboo. Bamboo is also naturally antibacterial, which means there is no need to use fertilizers or pesticides during its cultivation. Additionally, every Humble Brush sold helps children in need participate in a comprehensive preventive oral care program. So there's that, the Humble Brush. Okay, never mind that. My camera doesn't want to focus. Back to it. This toothbrush looks like this. It's a nice, well, you can get it in different colors. I just really liked blue, so I got the blue one. There's that. Next, oh, I gotta do this with one hand. This one came in a pack. I have a pack of 4 or 5 of them. Also not gonna try to pronounce. Got it on Amazon, and it looks like that with this awesome little carving on it. How could I resist? Then there's this one, which I've seen a lot over the years at different stores, and the packaging used to look like this, and it was a mailer. So you could stick your old toothbrush in there and mail it back to them, and they would recycle it for you. These are made from recycled plastic products. Use number 5 plastic products. What? I say number 2, like I just think number 2 pencils. And packaging, let's see, I know they used, there we go, including yogurt cups. I just think of them as my yogurt cup toothbrushes, and that was pretty cool while it lasted. And there's this one, which isn't bamboo. It is a bioplastic. What is bioplastic? Well, glad you asked. Bioplastic. Cellulose, which is derived from wood scraps left over from sustainably harvested timber. Sorry for that glare. So the bristles are made from castor oil plants and are infused with activated charcoal, because that is just the hip thing right now. Black toothbrush, my magic mud. Don't remember what that is. Wheat, bamboo, not sure. Didn't really like it. But you can take the head off and put new heads on, so it's kind of reducing plastic usage, and this is, I think, biodegradable. So that is my toothbrush collection. Used to collect pencils as a kid, now toothbrushes. Okay, let's go brush my teeth. Welcome to somebody else's bathroom. Choices. It's really pepperminty. I might have gone overboard with that. Oh. Kind of crunchy. You know what? I like that better than I thought I would. It's a little bit dry and a little bit crunchy, but I liked it. And the peppermint, I think, is a must. Definitely put the peppermint in there or some kind of little flavor, and it's nice and fresh. So try it out. It's pretty good. And also don't forget to get a more eco-friendly toothbrush. Bamboo, whatever else exists out there, bamboo, because we need to decrease our plastic waste and save the oceans and save the planet. So start with your dental health. It feels really good to make your own things, your products, or whatever you want to call it, rather than go to the store and buy it, you know, and rely on these companies and industries. And what if, you know, coronavirus strikes and your store is out of toothpaste? What do? You can make it at home with these things that people don't really buy, I guess. I mean, just think of all the things that you rely on your store to carry that maybe you can make at home. I just keep thinking of things that I want to make myself so I don't have to rely on the store. I mean, you have to rely on the store for all your products, I guess, unless you can like find bentonite clay in your yard. I don't know. Can you? but you know what I mean. It's great to be able to make these things that maybe once you thought were impossible and you had to rely on some company to make it for you. And I just have such a list. I'd like to make butter. Butter would be cool. Mouthwash. I'm gonna make mouthwash. What else? Give me some ideas, because I absolutely want to make as much of my own things as possible, and yeah, just be a little more self-sufficient in a way. Although, like I said, you still are buying other products to make your products, so where does it end? I don't know, but I'll get there. Give me your ideas of what I should make next, because I am up for it. Or I hope I'm up for it. Don't be difficult. And I look forward to our next videos and just seeing what this year brings, referencing current events with this whole virus and the lockdowns and isolation is pretty terrible in a lot of ways, but on the other hand, maybe we will learn to be more self-sufficient and just go back in time a bit, and that would be a good thing. And I'm curious to see where we are a year from now. If we're in a better state, in a worse state, but I'm gonna try my best to be in a better state 1 year from today, and still be using my homemade tooth powder. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Damn it.